Hi there guys, it's Eastwood for Life fan here, back with another monthly update, and this is movie pickups update for the month of August 2022. So in this update I had a VHS tape sent to us by a good friend, and we also have a few DVDs as well as Blu-ray and 4K movie titles to show. So let's get through this update, and the first one being a VHS tape, a US VHS tape that was sent to us by my good buddy Big Chris, who has a YouTube channel, who doesn't post videos on his channel anymore. And Big Chris, big Charles Bronson fan that I always sort of stay in contact with, and I sent him a couple of Charles Bronson movie programs, and in return he sent me this US VHS tape of this award ceremony, which Clint Eastwood got awarded, kind of like the Life Achievement Award in 1996, I think it was. I think this was kind of like a salute where it was actually broadcast on US TV, on ABC TV, and I've seen bits of this. Jim Carrey as well as other movie stars kind of congratulating Clint Eastwood. So yeah, I've only seen bits of this, so yeah, this is a very nice addition to see the full kind of award ceremony. I think it's around about 19 minutes long, which I've never seen in full. So yeah, Clint Eastwood receiving the American Film Institute Life Achievement Award. So yeah, big thank you for Big Chris for sending this out to us, and this is definitely going in the Clint Eastwood movie collection. So on to some DVDs, a couple of Steve McQueen movies. This one is kind of a double feature from the Warner Archives collection of two early Steve McQueen movies from the early 1960s, and it's a double feature. The Honeymoon Machine, which is actually a movie I don't think I'm familiar with, that Steve McQueen done in 1961, which he wasn't a fan of. You get the two separate DVDs. And the second one, in 1963, Soldier in the Rain, kind of like a military comedy with Jackie Gleason. Definitely looks like the better movie. Jackie Gleason, movie legend. So yeah, be good to watch these movies. I'm not familiar, not sure if I have seen these movies, but trying to build my Steve McQueen collection. One of my favourite early actors that really got me into watching movies, along with Clint Eastwood. And more Steve McQueen, this one a lot later in his career. This one an Enemy of the People, which late 1970s movie. Again, this one is only available on DVD on the Warner Archives collection label. Steve McQueen actually took a 4-year break in the mid-70s after the hit movie The Tower and Inferno, and he came back to make this movie, kind of an odd movie, this one, set in the late 19th century, where he plays a Norwegian scientist. And actually he was the executive producer for this movie, and kind of an odd role for him, but he wanted to prove that Steve McQueen could act. And I mean, Steve McQueen is people say he was limited, but you've only got to watch his movies like The Sand Pebbles and The Thomas Crown Affair, and he was a good enough actor without being criticised. But yeah, this is one I've seen on UK TV many years ago. So yeah, another one to the Steve McQueen collection, only available on DVD. Onto the Blu-rays now. A few 88 Films martial arts movies. Really becoming a fan of the 88 Films label. 88 Films, a UK label. This one the 8 diagram pole fighter, a late Shaw Brothers movie from the 1980s. The bulk of the Shaw Brothers martial art movies they did in the 60s and 70s, but this one took my interest. Known as a martial arts classic, loosely based kind of on the historic figures of China. This comes with the slipcover, and this one now sold out on the 88 Films label. Comes with the slipcover with the original artwork, and there is a US Arrow video release of this movie, and this one I think is numbered number 25 in their catalogue, the 8 diagram pole fighter. I've seen the trailer of this, and this looks real high action packed. And the other martial arts movie that I picked up, this one is more of a action comedy movie, another Jackie Chan movie, this one from the late 1980s. This is Dragons Forever, the 88 Films release. There is a 4K release of this one. Comes with the slipcover, another edition that is now sold out, the limited slipcover edition. And he returns in this movie with the other actors that he also sort of featured in movies like Project A and Wheels on Mills. And yeah, another fine release from 88 Films, the original artwork. And what's good about this edition, you do get several cuts of the movies. You get the Hong Kong, Japanese and English cut stacked and loaded with lots of special features, and it comes with a booklet, some great pictures of the movie Dragons Forever, which I don't think I've seen this one back in the VHS days, but yeah, they keep pumping out these Jackie Chan movies on the 88 Films label, and still got the odd one or two to pick up. And you also have other movies coming out from Jackie Chan. You also got Police Story 3 coming out this month. So yeah, another Jackie Chan movie to the collection. And plenty of labels in the UK putting out a lot of his movies like Eureka and 88 Films. So another fine release from 88 Films, which is fast becoming my favourite UK label at the moment. The next 3 movies are movies that I picked up in my local CEX store, and this one I actually picked up only for £3 UK, and one I'd been after, Oliver Stone's Born on the 4th of July, starring Tom Cruise. And yeah, been after this one. Big fan of the Vietnam movies, Vietnam War movies that they made in the 80s. And this is the only one that I needed in the collection, as I have Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, Hamburger Hill and Casualties of War. But I've got to be honest, this one, which actually won 2 Academy Awards, Oliver Stone for Best Director. At the time in the 80s, I wasn't really much of a Tom Cruise fan, but I've got to say he really impressed me with his performance here, where he plays a soldier who returns home paralysed from the waist down, based on a true story. Great movie, this one, Born on the 4th of July. And the next movie, an Al Pacino movie, which I gotta be honest, I have not seen this one. Scent of a Woman, a Martin Brest movie, the director who made Beverly Hills Cop and Midnight Run. Al Pacino and Chris O'Donnell, and Al Pacino actually won the Best Actor for his performance here. He gets an Academy Award, where he plays a blind retired colonel from the US Army who gets looked after by a kind of a school student played by Chris O'Donnell, I should say. who had a real promising career, but yeah, kind of was expected a lot more of him. But I know he did go into TV. But yeah, Scent of a Woman. Wouldn't mind picking up a few more Al Pacino movies, but this one I have yet to see from the early 1990s. And the last CEX pickup is a movie I actually thought I had in the collection, and great movie this one, The Sixth Sense, starring Bruce Willis. I'm sure many of you guys have seen this movie, a great psychological thriller where Bruce Willis plays a child psychologist who tries to help and cure a young boy who sees dead people. This movie easily in one of my favourite Bruce Willis movies, in the top 10 movies from his career. And yeah, sad to see that Bruce Willis's career is kind of retiring from movies, because he is a great actor. I mean, you can excuse what he's done in the last sort of 10 years or so, but yeah, pleased to have this one in the collection. The next three movies are Denzel Washington movies. Really enjoying a lot of his films, watching quite a few of them from his career. This one this one's late 1980s. Cry Freedom, directed by Richard Attenborough, starring Denzel Washington, who plays the black anti-apartheid activist Steve Biko, and also Kevin Kline is in this one. Yeah, one I haven't seen for many years, and yeah, I mean, early on it really, Denzel Washington, you knew he was going to be a great actor in movies like this. Cry Freedom, this is the UK release from Fabulous. The next Denzel Washington movie is one from the early 1990s, The Pelican Brief, kind of like a conspiracy thriller with Julia Roberts. I'm going to give this one another shot. Didn't really do a lot for me when I watched it back in the 90s, but yeah, another one to the Denzel Washington collector, from the author of The Firm and the director of All the President's Men. On to the 4K movie titles now, and the last Denzel Washington movie, Glory, where he stars this movie with a great cast with Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, and also Morgan Freeman. And actually, Denzel Washington, he got an Academy Award for this movie in 1990 as the Best Supporting Actor. This one's based on the US Civil War. I don't think I have seen this movie. Actually might check this one out tonight. Glory. What a great cast, pairing up with Morgan Freeman. Matthew Broderick, more known as a comedy actor, but yeah, winner of 3 Academy Awards. And yeah, like I say, Denzel Washington, Best Supporting Actor, and then eventually he won Best Actor for the movie Training Day in 2002. The next 2 editions are 4K steelbooks. This one, the 3rd movie in the franchise, the Indiana Jones franchise, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade from 1989. Great movie, this one. Probably, I'd say this one out of the 4 movies is the funniest one. Sean Connery, who plays Indiana Jones's father, who goes missing while he goes on the trail of the Holy Grail. Yeah, the first 3 movies are classics. The 4th one, not so good. I'll have a look at this steelbook. Do plan on getting the movie. These annoying bits of glue that hold on to the steelbook, but I'd rather have a cardboard sleeve, J card I should say. And you do get a poster actually with this release, as you do with the previous two that I showed. Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, the man in the hat, is back. And you do get a shot of Harrison Ford in the back of the steelbook, and your 4K and Blu-ray discs. The back of the steelbook. So yeah, they should have really done these steelbooks like this previous, which was the poor effort that they released when they first released on 4K. So Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. So guys, let me know which one's your favourite movie in the franchise, and are you looking forward to the new Indiana Jones movie? And the next steelbook, which I think is actually sold out on Zavvi, this is the Heat 4K steelbook, the classic Michael Mann movie from the mid 1990s, starring Al Pacino, Robert De Niro and Val Kilmer. Yeah, this one, another great movie, and Pacino and De Niro, it was one of these movies that you kind of really anticipated, that the two of them on screen together finally. They were in the movie The Godfather 2, but never did do a scene together. So yeah, Heat, this is the steelbook, which we'll have a little look at. So there you have the steelbook in full, and on the back, and you get the J card. I am hearing that the transfer is kind of redone. Michael Mann wanted to make it a little bit more darker looking, which it's not a bad idea. Trying to create more of a dark atmosphere. But yeah, a great movie this one, where you get a team of professional thieves. They go after big kind of big money scores and targets, and Pacino's LAPD robbery team, headed by Al Pacino, they go after De Niro and Kilmer. This is the 4K and Blu-ray, and it's 3 discs, and nice to see that 3 different bits of artwork on the discs, and especially that one where you get that famous scene, Pacino and De Niro first time in a movie together on screen. So yeah, sold out on the Zavvi site. Heat, the 4K steelbook. And the last movie finally released is the second site release of Dog Soldiers, finally released in the UK. This one's a British werewolf horror movie. This one, I didn't go for the 4K collector's set, which does look nice. I mean, this one is a very good werewolf movie, but I do prefer other werewolf movies like An American Werewolf in London and Silver Bullet. But yeah, this one very entertaining, action packed. This one where you get a team of soldiers. They go kind of like on a exercise kind of weekend in Scotland, and while they are in the woods, they are not alone. So yeah, I do like the werewolves in this movie. So Dog Soldiers finally released in the UK, with this great release from Second Sight. Plenty of features on this release. Yeah, great work from Second Sight, which is becoming a big UK label. So they are all the movies that I received and picked up in August 2022. Let us know what you thought of all these movies. Always good to hear comments and to hear from you guys. Till the next video, stay healthy and well, and as always, keep on collecting.
Go ahead. Make my day.